Istanbul, Turkey, where clashes erupted as security forces tried to eject protesters from Taksim Square and Gezi Park. Now, these are live pictures of the area, and you can see the situation seemingly much calmer. Lots of police activity in and around the area, and just hours ago, security forces advanced into the park, firing water cannon and tear gas at the crowds. Now, most of the protesters withdrew to the back of the park and to side streets. Gezi Park has been the focal point of these protests that have gone on for 17 days. Earlier on Saturday, at a counter-rally in the capital, Ankara, Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan warned protesters to leave the park, or, he said, security forces would know how to make them leave. Carl Penhall joins me now live from Istanbul with the latest. Carl, what is the latest?
Well, Fionnuala, as you say, just as night fell, Prime Minister Erdogan and his security forces made good on that promise to clear Gezi Park, and hundreds of riot police made their way from Taksim Square, backed by water cannons. Those water cannons also have bulldozers on. They ploughed through barricades that the protesters set up days ago, and they also, as they went, they were firing tear gas. They did meet some resistance from protesters who were throwing stones back at the police, but literally hundreds of police in lines made their way through Gezi Park, and as they did, they were tearing up parts of the tent city that has been there now for more than 2 weeks. Protesters then dispersed. They dispersed through Taksim Square, and they dispersed through the dozens of side streets that lead towards this square. And then that led to clashes, running battles between protesters and riot police down the side streets. At some points, protesters were seen throwing bottles and rocks at police. Police responded again with tear gas. But here on the edge of Taksim Square right now, this really is the scene. Some of the riot police that were in action earlier on are now resting. Their gas masks are off, although there is still a smell of that tear gas in the air.